Hi everybody, this is Dawn from Crafting on the Green. I hope you're well. This is card number 2 from the April craft kit using the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set, which is this, and the dies as well that go with it. So card number 2 is so pretty, it just made me smile, and it's so simple to put together. So I want to show you how I've done it. So what you need to do is, from your craft kit, is take a card base, and then what we're going to do, using the dies, I've got a couple here. The dies are fantastic because you've got lots of individual ones which give detail die cuts, or you've got one large die which will cut out everything on the stamps in one go. So what I'm going to do here is basically cut out 2 butterflies from my card. So let's get the die cutter. Let's get my cutting boards. So I'm just going to lay that on there. Pop the butterflies on something like that. And just run that through. Right. Okay. So we'll take our dies away, and then as you see here we have got our butterflies. I just want to gently push that out like that. Okay, so now we've got our card with 2 butterfly shaped holes in it and 2 die cut butterflies. So what I'm going to do is, I've got some Magenta Madness here, and I have pre-cut this in the kit for you, but this is cut 4 inches by 5 11/16, and I'm just going to adhere that onto the back of the card, or the inside of the card. So when you're putting on the glue, you want to make sure that you're not going to get too much, too close to the gaps. But what I am going to do, just to help it stick, is just add a bit in the middle as well. Okay. So we'll pop this on here. So you're going to have a lovely bright pink panel when you open up the card as well. But now, as you see, oh, I've squidged over a tiny bit there. Somewhere I have a glue eraser. It's handy to have a glue eraser around, just in case you do end up splodging a little bit. Right. So now we've got this bit, we've got our butterflies, and I want to try and cut all these out, but I do think I should have run this through twice because it's not quite cut all of it. So I'm going to try and line it back up again and do another die cut. I've just got a piece of basic white here, and the good thing is, if this happens, it's fine. Just run it through. I should have run it through twice. With detailed dies, it's a good idea to run it through twice, because they can just take that little bit extra help, and we don't want to risk ripping them with such detail. So I'm just going to run it in again. And if you do have to cut them out again, just line them up on your paper again, so that you have another piece of card ready to go for another time. Okay, that looks better. You can see all the bits are already starting to come out. Get those in the bin. Right. Now I do have a piece of foam here, and I have the end of my take pick tool, my brush tool, which I haven't screwed onto the end, as you can tell, but it's handy just to run it over your die cut, and it just helps all the pieces come out. You don't need to push hard. Okay, and for any that are still trying to stay in there, you can either use a pokey tool or your nail and just help them along. That one's being a bit of a pain. You see the difference it's made running it through twice. It's much easier to get them out. This one's still in the die. So if it gets stuck in the die, just use your pokey tool and it will come right out. Okay, there we go. We've got our 2 butterflies. Let's get rid of all these bits. So I'll bring back in the card, and what I'm going to do is stick them back in place, but I'm only going to stick on the body again and slightly bend the wings up just so it has a little bit of lift to it. Maybe it was going to splodge again. Okay, it's very handy to have a paintbrush around at times. So I'm just going to line it up and stick it into the middle. There we go. And again, so on this card I used a happy birthday stamp. Again, I'm not going to put a stamp on this one. You can use your own greeting, as you don't get a greeting in the butterfly stamp set. But again, I think this could be used for so many things that I'm going to keep it blank, ready to use at another time. But what I am going to do is use the Wink of Stella and just lightly brush it over the wings, just to add a little bit of shimmer. And the good thing is you don't need to be particularly gentle or you know, make sure that you get it all covered. You can just brush it over. It's still not stuck. Okay. Oh, that's not the lid. Right. So yeah, there we go. That is card number 2 from the April craft kit. Such a pretty idea, and obviously you can interchange the background. You could use DSP, you could use different colours, but I think it's such a nice straightforward card that looks very perfect for April, don't you think? So right, well, thank you for watching. That was card number 2. Yeah, I will see you shortly for card number 3. Take care, bye bye.